Equatorial Guinea, Africa's only Spanish-speaking country. Welcome to our channel. Today, we are looking into Equatorial Guinea, a small yet captivating nation in Central Africa that stands out for one intriguing reason. It is the only country on the African continent where Spanish is an official language. This unique linguistic identity sets it apart from its neighbors and reflects a fascinating colonial history. From its lush rainforests to its vibrant culture, Equatorial Guinea offers an incredible blend of African and Spanish influences. But how did Spanish become a significant part of this country's identity? And what does this mean for its people today? Please kindly click the like button, share, and subscribe to our channel as we explore this remarkable nation's history, culture, and unique features. What and where is Equatorial Guinea? Equatorial Guinea is a small country that is situated on the west coast of Central Africa, sharing the north border with Cameroon, the south and east borders with Gabon, and the west border with the Gulf of Guinea. Despite its name, the country isn't exactly on the equator. It is slightly north of it. Equatorial Guinea consists of three main regions. The first and the most prominent is Bioko Island, which is home to the capital city of Malabo. The second and the largest, Rio Muni, is the mainland territory that makes up most of the country's landmass. And the third is Annobon, a small island in the Atlantic Ocean. But let's learn more about this nation. Why is Spanish spoken in Equatorial Guinea? The use of Spanish in Equatorial Guinea is deeply rooted in its colonial past. Listen, here's how it happened. It is traceable to its early history and colonization. In 1778, Spain acquired control of the territory from Portugal through the Treaty of El Pardo. Spain initially used the region as a base for the transatlantic slave trade, later transitioning into a settler colony. But the role of Catholic missionaries can't be taken away. About this time, Spanish Catholic missionaries established schools and churches, spreading both the Spanish language and religion. This laid the foundation for Spanish to become a dominant language in the region. Thus, by the time Equatorial Guinea gained independence in 1968, the linguistic legacy was left by the colonists. Thus, Spanish remained the official language due to its deep entrenchment in governance, education, and daily life. Today, Spanish is spoken by over 87% of the population, making it a unifying factor among the country's diverse ethnic groups. The cultural influence of the Spanish language. Equatorial Guinea's popularity is a significant fusion of African traditions as well as Spanish influences. Spanish serves as the language of education, government, and media. It bridges communication gaps between the country's numerous ethnic groups, such as the Fang, Bubi, and Ndawi peoples. It is also prominent in the country's art, music, and literature. Spanish has influenced the nation's creative expressions. From literature written in Spanish to music blending African rhythms with Spanish lyrics, the language adds a distinct flavor to Equatorial Guinean culture. Though it remains the official language, it coexists with other languages like French and Portuguese and various indigenous tongues. This multilingualism reflects the country's complex history and diversity. Economic growth and challenges. Equatorial Guinea has experienced significant economic growth, primarily driven by its vast oil and natural gas reserves. Discovered in the 1990s, these resources transformed the country from one of the poorest in the world into one of Africa's wealthiest in terms of GDP per capita. Oil revenues have funded infrastructure projects such as modern roads, urban developments, and luxury buildings in cities like Malabo and Bata. However, this apparent prosperity hides a troubling reality. The wealth generated from natural resources is concentrated in the hands of a small elite, leaving much of the population in poverty. Basic services such as healthcare and education remain underfunded, and rural areas often lack access to electricity, clean water, and proper sanitation. Moreover, the country's heavy reliance on oil has made its economy vulnerable to global oil price fluctuations. Periods of low oil prices have exposed the lack of economic diversification, with industries like agriculture and tourism receiving little investment. Corruption is another significant challenge. Transparency International consistently ranks Equatorial Guinea among the most corrupt nations globally, with allegations of embezzlement and mismanagement of public funds. Addressing these challenges ensures that economic growth benefits all citizens and fosters sustainable development. Modern political landscape. Equatorial Guinea's political landscape is dominated by one figure, President Teodoro Obiang Nguema Mbasogo. Since his ascension to power in 1979 via a coup d'état, he has become one of the world's longest-serving leaders. His tenure has been characterized by authoritarian rule, with limited political freedom and a heavily centralized government. Elections are often criticized by international observers for lacking transparency and fairness, with Obiang and his party, the Democratic Party of Equatorial Guinea, consistently maintaining overwhelming control. Opposition parties face significant restrictions. Many are either banned or severely limited in their activities, and political dissent is often met with harsh consequences, including imprisonment or exile. Media freedom is similarly curtailed, with state-controlled outlets dominating the information landscape. Independent journalism is rare, and criticism of the government is typically suppressed. Human rights organizations have frequently raised concerns about repression, lack of freedom of expression, and allegations of torture within the country. Despite these challenges, the government has used its oil wealth to project an image of progress through infrastructure development and international partnerships. Tourism potential. Equatorial Guinea, with its rich natural beauty and unique cultural blend, holds considerable potential as a tourist destination. The country boasts diverse landscapes, from lush rainforests and volcanic mountains to pristine beaches and coastal islands. Monte Allen National Park, located on the mainland, is a prime example of the country's untapped natural wealth, offering trekking, wildlife sightings, and a chance to explore dense jungles and waterfalls. The island of Bioko, home to the capital, Malabo, is known for its beautiful beaches and mountainous terrain. The town of Malabo itself features colonial architecture and a relaxed atmosphere, offering visitors a glimpse into the country's complex history. Gabon, a remote island in the Gulf of Guinea, is another gem, offering seclusion, marine life, and traditional village life. However, despite these attractions, Equatorial Guinea's tourism industry remains underdeveloped due to challenges such as inadequate infrastructure, limited international flight connections, and safety concerns. Many tourists are deterred by the country's reputation for political instability and human rights issues. Efforts are being made to improve the tourism sector, including better road networks and promoting ecotourism. If these challenges can be overcome, Equatorial Guinea has the potential to become a distinctive and rewarding destination for international travelers seeking adventure and cultural immersion. Growing urban landscape. Equatorial Guinea has seen significant urbanization, especially in the capital city, Malabo, and the commercial center, Bata. With its rapid economic growth driven by oil, the country has undergone major transformations in infrastructure, including new roads, shopping centers, hotels, and high-rise buildings. The government has invested heavily in creating a more modern image for the country, promoting these cities as hubs of commerce and international investment. Malabo, with its colonial architecture, is a bustling city on Bioko Island, while Bata, located on the mainland, has witnessed rapid expansion, particularly with the development of commercial infrastructure. This urban growth reflects the country's efforts to modernize, attract foreign investors, and build a sustainable economy. However, urbanization has also brought challenges, including overcrowding, rising inequality, and environmental concerns. Many rural areas still lack access to basic services, and the wealth generated in the cities is not always felt by the broader population. Education and healthcare. Education and healthcare in Equatorial Guinea present both opportunities and challenges. The government has made strides in improving infrastructure for both sectors, and significant investments have been made in building new schools, hospitals, and clinics. However, despite these efforts, the quality of services could be better, particularly outside urban areas. In education, while literacy rates have improved, many schools still face a shortage of resources, and the curriculum often falls far short of international standards. High-quality education is mostly concentrated in urban centers, with rural areas struggling to provide adequate schooling. The healthcare system also faces disparities. While Malabo has some modern healthcare facilities, rural areas lack access to basic medical care, leading to a reliance on international aid for health services. In conclusion, Equatorial Guinea's Spanish-speaking identity is a testament to its rich history, creating a unique blend of African and European cultures that continues to intrigue the world. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell